Hello guys, today it's a beautiful day outside, it's 24 degrees centigrade. But today we are going to teach you all how to do the most basic trick, but at the same time one of the hardest tricks in all skateboarding, the Ollie. So, first of all, what's an Ollie? An Ollie is basically when you're gonna jump and the board is gonna stick to your feet. Not really stick, but we'll get to that. If you only try to jump on your board, you're gonna get a hippie jump. When your feet are just going to lift up without the board. Let's talk a bit about physics. What is going on when you're doing an Ollie? Basically, when you're doing an Ollie, you're gonna press on the tail. What's gonna happen is your back wheels are gonna lift up, but that's not an Ollie. What you're gonna do is with your front foot, you're gonna slide and put some pressure on your nose, gonna make the back wheel lift up and level out to the level of your front wheels. This, my friends, is an Ollie. Next off is foot positioning. So, you gotta really search for your specific foot positioning because not everyone is the same. But what I do, personally, is I put my front foot near the front bolt and my back foot really on the end of the tail like this. I get the quick pop, but I'll get into the pop a little bit later. I already explained the physics of the Ollie, but now let me explain what your feet are going to do. First off, your back foot is going to pop the tail with your ankle like this. You gotta practice this a lot. I'll show you later how you can do this. Then when you're like this, your front foot is gonna go 90 degrees and it's gonna go on the grip tape, sliding along the board, and then put some pressure on your nose to then lift up really far your board. First off, your first Ollies are gonna look a bit like this, and that's okay. Everyone has Ollie like this. But later you gotta learn to put more pressure on the nose, so your Ollies will look like this, and even like this. Now I'm going to show you how you can train on your pop. So what you're going to do first is get really comfortable just training around your board. It's going to be a lot helpful when you're going to try the Ollie. Now, if you look at my feet, what I'm going to do basically, first off, is I'm just going to step on my board and just put the tail on the ground. Just put my tail on the ground to get comfortable with the motion. What we've learned about a year ago when we started skateboarding and started learning how to Ollie is you don't have to pop with your whole foot like this. That's not good. That's not how you do a proper Ollie. A proper Ollie is when you do the pop only with your ankle, so like this. That's the proper pop. Talk about the slide. For your slide, you're just gonna put your tail down on the ground like this. Doesn't matter your back foot. You're gonna put your front foot on the board, near where you put it for your Ollies, just as I explained before. And you're just going to do this. Just slide up all the time. Do this for about 5 minutes. A really good slide up your board is really important when you're going to try to Ollie onto something or over a skateboard, for example. Because if you won't slide far enough, your board isn't gonna level out as much as you want, and your back tracks can get stuck in the obstacle, and then you're gonna fall and die. Another very important thing is what your upper body is going to do. We already talked about your feet, but your upper body is very important. First thing you have to do is be on the top on your board. You don't want to be too much like that or else you're gonna fall, or too much forward because it's the same reason. You want to be really in the center of your board, if I may say like this. Another thing is when you Ollie, you gotta keep your shoulders onto your board. If you're gonna start spinning your shoulders, your board is basically gonna do this, and that's not what you want to do. Maybe later if you want to try a frontside 180, but that's not today's tutorial. Today we're talking about the Ollie. So you want to keep your shoulders straight over your board and everything is going to be right. You're now assuming you've learned the Ollie stationary. Next step is to Ollie while rolling. Basically, an Ollie while rolling is exactly the same thing as an Ollie stationary, but you're just rolling. It might seem very scary at first because you're not used to the motion of the Ollie while rolling, but you're just gonna take it slow. First of all, you're gonna ride really slow before doing the Ollie, and you're gonna start up taking speed among the tries you're going to make. Once you've learned how to Ollie while rolling, you can try Ollie over a skateboard, over a metal bar. Everything you have can help you train. An Ollie is basically the door to all tricks in skateboarding. If you have solid Ollies, all of the other tricks are going to come almost naturally. I just think about the kickflip for an example. A kickflip is basically just an Ollie with a bit of a different foot placement. It's just the same motion, just gotta slide and flick. But that's for another tutorial. Today we're talking about the Ollie. So, as I said, the Ollie is really the basic trick. It's really hard. That I didn't say it's easy. We do skateboarding for a year, so for us it's a bit easier to do Ollies now. But the Ollie is a really high trick when you think about it. Your body isn't used to all the things it has to think at the same time. So we are going to show a bit of some Ollies while rolling. Maybe you can take a bit some tricks here and there. Hope this video helped you, and yeah, catch you next time. Leave a comment, subscribe, and leave a like if you like the video.